Jumped out a plane, tried falling more in love with you. We missed the train each morning, and then we don't know what to do. I can't live with or without you. We could be dying if our hearts beat too slow. 100 reasons I can think to be with you. So if we're drowning, let our love keep us afloat.
If we're gonna leave this ship, we're gonna have to sink or swim. Take my hand and dive in. I'll never let you go again. If we're gonna leave this ship, we're gonna have to sink or swim. Take my hand and dive in. I'll never let you go again. Sink or swim. I'll never let you, never let you, never let you, I'll never let you, never let you, never sink or swim.
It seemed to rain for days, I guess our hearts were pouring. We didn't keep the scores, this game we played, it ain't rewarding. It's like we changed our names and that's the reason we ignoring. We highly flammable, I guess we didn't read the warnings. So use with caution, cause girl we awesome. We gotta cherish this, it doesn't come along that often. Just stay for summer, guarantee you'll still be here in autumn. The love I got for you will never ever go to auction. I can't live with or without you. We could be dying if our hearts beat too slow. 100 reasons I can think to be with you. So if we're drowning, let our love keep us afloat.
If we're gonna leave this ship, we're gonna have to sink or swim. Take my hand and dive in. I'll never let you go again. If we're gonna leave this ship, we're gonna have to sink or swim. Take my hand and dive in. I'll never let you go again. Sink or swim. I'll never let you, never let you, never let you, I'll never let you, never let you, have to sink or swim. Don't let me go, don't let me go, let me go under.
Don't let me go, don't let me go, don't let me go.
I'll never let you, never let you go.
If we're gonna leave this ship, we're gonna have to sink or swim. Take my hand and dive in. I'll never let you go again.
I'll never let you, never let you, never let you, I'll never let you, never let you, have to sink or swim. I'll never let you, never let you, never let you, I'll never let you, never let you, have to sink or swim.
Listening to my old songs back when I would talk about things that hadn't happened yet, but now I get to talk about. Just got back from South Beach, Collins Ave Shore Club. Always celebrating what I wanna see more of. Took my mom with me, let her soak up all the sunshine. Let her watch her rain stop, all because of sunshine. That's what I call foresight, that's what I call manifesting. Moving to the rhythm of my intuition. Anything I want, I speak into existence. That's how I'm living. That's how I'm winning. 5 bands a show now, and you know it's going up. Plays in the millions, guess I'm finally blowing up. Oh, what the feeling. 10 years making beats. Patience tastes bitter, but the aftertaste is so sweet. Could've stopped at any time, wouldn't have believed this. People used to talk down, but now I got them speechless. That's what I call foresight, that's what I call manifesting. Moving to the rhythm of my intuition. Anything I want, I speak into existence. That's sounding lazy. Am I the only one who does themselves on the daily? I don't wanna hear about these rappers with the same flows. Everybody cut, copy, paste, and where the game go. I remember when I was a kid that would've warranted excommunication from the game, now they rewarding it. Got me so glad I know myself. Moving to the rhythm of my intuition. Anything I want, I speak into existence. That's how I'm living. That's how I'm winning.
Shadows fall over my heart. I black out the moon. I wait for you to come around. You got me dancing in the dark. I close my eyes, but I won't sleep tonight. Baby, you should come with me. I'll take you to the dark side. Me and you and me, do bad things in the nighttime. Come with me, and we can kill the lights, hit the lights, let it black out, hit the lights, let it black out. Oh. Blackbird, black moon, black sky, black light, black everything, black heart, black keys, black diamonds, black out, black everything, black everything, all black, everything, all black, everything, all black, everything, black. Nocturnal state of mind, children of the night, but it's the only way of life. It's black holes pulling me inside of this black heart, the black soul underneath this black sky. Baby, you should come with me. I'll take you to the dark side. Me and you and me, do bad things in the nighttime. Come with me, and we can kill the lights, hit the lights, let it black out, hit the lights, let it black out. Oh. Blackbird, black moon, black sky, black light, black everything, black heart, black keys, black diamonds, black out, black everything, black everything, all black, everything, all black, everything, all black, everything, black.
Hey, what's up everyone? Hope you're having a good evening tonight. Yeah, what's up Norm? Hope you're having a good night. Alright, so let's take a look at the total crypto market cap and get the night started off. So we have a little bit of bearish momentum beginning to build on the weekly again for the MACD. So definitely not what we want to be seeing here, as well as the stochastic is coiling up. So it does look like it's attempting to do a bearish cross. The RSI is starting to get down around the bearish control zone, and we're also bearishly engulfing below the fib level here. So definitely looking a lot rougher than we were last week. So ideally, as long as we form a higher low above 1.522 trillion, still looking alright. And for the monthly candles, yeah, I'd really like to see that $1.52 trillion level hold, and that'll be looking better at that point. We're going to have to wait to see how everything plays out over the next few days and weeks. Daily, bears are gaining more momentum on the MACD. Stochastic is crossed bearish. Starting to coil up a little bit, but still bearish. The RSI is now in the bearish control zone, and we're attempting to bearishly engulf on the daily candles here. Bears gaining momentum on the MACD for the 4 hour. The stochastic is making an attempt at a bullish cross on the 4 hour, but still coiled up a lot. Quite oversold on the RSI, and looking like we are attempting to bearishly engulf on the 4 hour candles as well. 1 hour, bears losing a little momentum, bullish cross in the stochastic. Oversold on the RSI, and looking like a lot of consolidation on the 1 hour candles. So definitely could be looking a lot nicer for the total crypto market cap. And let's take a look at Bitcoin and see how that's looking tonight. Bulls are losing momentum on the MACD for the weekly after 2 weeks of the bulls gaining a bit of momentum. Bearish cross on the stochastic, bearish control zone on the RSI, and we are bearish engulfing on the candles, attempting to break below the fib level here. Bears gaining momentum on the MACD for the daily. Stochastic's coiled up. Still slightly cross bearish. Bearish control zone on the RSI. And now we're attempting to bearishly engulf and break below the fib level here on the daily. Let's see. So ideally for Bitcoin, I'd really like to see around 32,000. Let's say 33,000. I would really like to see 33,000 hold for the monthly chart. And as long as we don't break below here, that'll still be consistent higher lows on the monthly. So I'm going to be keeping a really close eye on here over the coming days and weeks to see if we break below here and form a lower low, or if we're just going to form a higher low above here. And for the 4 hour, bears gaining momentum on the MACD. Stochastic is coiled up quite a lot, oversold on the RSI, and attempting to bearishly engulf below the fib level on the 4 hour. Bears losing a little momentum on the MACD for the 1 hour. Stochastic's very coiled up, also below the 20. Oversold on the RSI for now, but still attempting to bearishly engulf on the candles. So both total crypto market cap and Bitcoin are looking like that there's potential for further pullback here. What we really want to be seeing is those higher lows form, and if we get those higher lows, it'll be looking alright at that point, but we really don't want to see those lows break. Ethereum, bears gaining momentum on the MACD, stochastic beginning to coil up. Neutral zone on the RSI for now, but we are bearishly engulfing below the fib level. Bears gaining momentum on the daily MACD with a bearish cross on the stochastic, bearish control zone on the RSI, and we're attempting to bearishly engulf on the daily candles. Bears gaining momentum on the MACD for the 4 hour, stochastic's coiled up. Oversold on the RSI for now, and looking like we got some bearish engulfing going on the candles here. Bears losing momentum on the MACD for the 1 hour, bullish cross on the stochastic. There's a little bit of 1 hour bullish divergence on Ethereum, and a lot of consolidation on the candles here. And for Ethereum, the low I would like to see ideally hold would be around 2,200. If we form a low around 2,200 and above, still looking alright for Ethereum. We don't really want to break below this wick right here. Alright, XRP. Bulls losing momentum on the MACD for the weekly, bearish cross on the stochastic, bearish control zone on the RSI. And so far we're still on the pennant, so XRP is actually still looking alright for now. As long as we don't break below this pennant right here, this asset's still looking nice. It's a very big pennant that we've been in here for quite a while, so whichever direction this decides to break is going to be likely a very significant move. Bear's gaining momentum on the MACD for the daily, stochastics coiled up, bearish control zone on the RSI, and a little bit of consolidation on the daily candle here. Bears losing slight momentum on the MACD for the 4 hour with a bullish cross on the stochastic, oversold on the RSI, now consolidation on the candles. Bulls gaining very slight momentum on the MACD for the 1 hour with a bullish cross. We actually do have 1 hour bullish divergence, so that looks alright as well. And a lot of consolidation now. Definitely possible we do see a bit further pullback, so if we do pull back, it'll likely come down to around this bottom area of the pennant. And more than likely we'll get a bounce here, but if we do see a break, that's what we're really going to be paying attention for on XRP, if we break below or above the pennant. Alright, so let's take a look at some of the stock indexes and see how the US stock market's doing. So for the Dow Jones, it's looking like bears are making an attempt at gaining a bit of momentum on the MACD. So far it's pretty close to neutral, but there is an attempt here. The stochastic's coiled up, attempting to cross bearish as well. The RSI is currently neutral, but attempting to get into the bearish control zone. And we got a little bit of bearish engulfing going on this weekly candle here. Bears gaining momentum on the MACD for the daily, bearish cross on the stochastic. Neutral on the RSI for now, and quite a lot of consolidation on the candles here. Candles does look like it's attempting to break bearish as well. Bears gaining momentum on the MACD, bearish cross on the stochastic, bearish control zone on the RSI, and attempting to bearishly engulf on the candles. And for the 1 hour, bears losing very slight momentum, stochastics coiled up quite a lot under that 20 zone, bearish control zone on the RSI, and a lot of consolidation going on here. So it's definitely looking like there's a good chance that we'll see further pullback on the Dow Jones. Personally, I wouldn't really be surprised if we see the 382 fib level hold, as that would be where the previous top was before we had the March dip of 2020. And if we come back down here and form support at this resistance around the 382, that'll be looking a lot nicer at that point. But currently it does look like there's room for some further pullback. Alright, now let's take a look at the S&P 500. Bears gaining momentum on the MACD for the weekly, bearish cross on the stochastic, neutral on the RSI but attempting to get into the bearish control zone, and bearish engulfing on the candles here. Bears gaining momentum on the MACD for the daily, bearish cross on the stochastic, very close to the bearish control zone on the RSI, and looking like we have a little bit of bearish engulfing going on, attempting to bearishly engulf further on the daily candles. Bears gaining momentum on the MACD for the 4 hour, bearish cross on the stochastic, very slightly oversold on the RSI, but we are still attempting to bearishly engulf on the 4 hour candles. And bears losing a bit of momentum on the MACD for the 1 hour, stochastic beginning to coil up. The RSI is oversold for now, and it's looking like we are attempting to bearishly engulf on the 1 hour as well. So both the Dow Jones and the S&P 500 definitely look like there's room for further pullback. Same thing as the Dow Jones. I think realistically we'd likely see a bounce around the 382 fib level, as that would also be around where we had the previous top before the March 2020 COVID dip. Bears gaining momentum on the MACD for the daily, bearish cross on the stochastic, attempting to get into the bearish control zone on the RSI, and bearish engulfing on the candles. If we do hold the floor right here, it would be looking alright and showing some accumulation, but if we break below here, I wouldn't be surprised if we were to go down as far as around the 382 fib level. And the last of the US stock index is the NASDAQ. Bears gaining momentum on the MACD for the weekly, bearish cross on the stochastic, bearish control zone on the RSI, and we got some bearish engulfing going on the weekly candles as well. The 236 is a pretty solid floor for both the Dow Jones and NASDAQ, so I'm going to be keeping a real close eye to see if this level holds around here or if we get a break to the downside further. Yeah, everything's looking pretty bearish on the weekly. Bearish engulfing, bearish control zone on the RSI, bearish cross on the stochastic, and bears gaining momentum on the MACD. Bears gaining momentum on the daily with a bearish cross on the stochastic, bearish control zone on the RSI, and we're attempting to bearishly engulf on the daily candles as well. For the 4 hour, bears gaining momentum as well. Bearish cross on the stochastic, quite oversold on the RSI, and attempting to bearishly engulf on the 4 hour candles. Bears losing a bit of momentum on the MACD for the 1 hour, stochastics coiling up, slightly oversold on the RSI, but we are attempting to bearishly engulf on the 1 hour candles as well. So all the major stock indexes for the US definitely looks like there's potential for further pullback. So I'm going to wait to see how everything develops over the coming days and weeks on the US stock market. Alright, now let's take a look at gold and silver. So the bulls are losing momentum on the MACD for the weekly. The stochastic is coiling up though, so the market's attempting to decide what it wants to do for the next major move. Bullish control zone on the RSI, had a slight pullback after being very slightly overbought. And now we're attempting to bullishly engulf on the weekly candle. Bears losing momentum on the MACD for the daily, bullish cross on the stochastic, bullish control zone on the RSI, and a little consolidation on this daily candle. Bears losing momentum on the MACD for the 4 hour, bearish cross on the stochastic, or bulls are losing momentum on the MACD. We're still in the bullish control zone on the RSI after being slightly overbought, and now it's just looking like consolidation on the 4 hour candles. Bears gaining a little momentum on the MACD for the 1 hour, bearish cross on the stochastic. Neutral zone on the RSI for now, and just consolidating. So I'll be keeping a very close eye on the weekly stochastic to see if we get a bullish cross. And I'll also be keeping a very close eye on the momentum to see if we get some bullish momentum beginning to build again. If this does cross bullish and we get some bullish momentum coming back in, gold will be looking nicer at that point. But for now, it's just showing a lot of consolidation, so we're going to need to wait to see how everything plays out on gold over the next few days. There's a lot of volatility all around between crypto, stocks, and precious metals right now, so it's more of a sit and wait time than to be going all in on an asset or accumulating a lot. Could get better accumulation zones on crypto if we do see some further pullback, but for crypto, I ideally would like to see a higher low form, so that would show us that the market cycle isn't over yet. Stocks are looking kind of iffy as well. I wouldn't be surprised if we see further pullback. Gold's looking the most promising for a potential rally, but we really want to see some bullish momentum beginning to build again and a bullish cross on the stochastic. Alright, so let's see how silver's looking. We had that nice weekly double bottom. The bulls are losing momentum for now, and the stochastics cross bearish, but beginning to coil up again. Neutral on the RSI, but it looks like it's attempting to get back into the bullish control zone. And so far after we broke above the fib level, it's really attempting to respect that as support now. So silver's looking pretty nice as well currently. Bear's losing momentum on the MACD for the daily with a bullish cross on the stochastic. Neutral on the RSI, very close to the bullish control zone. And a lot of consolidation going on here. And 4 hour, bulls losing some slight momentum on the MACD. Bearish cross on the stochastic. Still in the bullish control zone on the RSI for now. And just consolidating on the candles here. Bears gaining a bit of momentum on the MACD for the 1 hour. Bearish cross on the stochastic. Still in the bullish control zone after being overbought on the RSI. And now it's just a lot of consolidation on the candles here. So both gold and silver are going to need to wait for confirmation of potential rally. For now it's just a lot of consolidation on the precious metals. But if we do begin to see bullish momentum build with a bullish cross on the stochastic, at that point precious metals will be looking a lot nicer. Alright, quant. 2 weeks straight of bullish momentum beginning to build. The stochastic did cross bearish though. The RSI also pulled back into the bearish control zone and bearish engulfing on the candles. Bears gaining momentum on the MACD for the daily. Stochastic's coiled up quite a lot under the 20 zone. Still in the bearish control zone for the RSI, and looking like we have some consolidation going on today. Bears losing momentum on the MACD for the 4 hour with a bullish cross on the stochastic. Bearish control zone on the RSI, and very slight bullish engulfing on the 4 hour candles. Looks more like consolidation than anything. We do have some 4 hour bullish divergence though, so that's looking decent at least. So the candles are going from low to lower low, meanwhile the RSI goes from a low to a higher low. So that would be a bullish divergence, plus we have a bullish cross on the stochastic, and bears losing momentum on the MACD. So on the 4 hour at least, quant's looking alright. Bulls gaining momentum on the 1 hour MACD, bullish cross on the stochastic, back in neutral for the RSI, and now we're attempting to bullishly engulf on the 1 hour candles. If we see the total crypto market cap at least hold these levels, quant's looking nicer than a lot of other cryptos currently. And I really like the bears losing momentum on the daily. So if we see the stochastic cross bullish and bears continue to lose momentum, quant could begin to look nice over the next few days. So I'll be keeping a very close eye on quant. That's definitely one of the nicer crypto charts currently. Alright, Casper Labs. Bulls are losing momentum on the MACD for the weekly. Stochastic is currently cross bullish but coiled up quite a lot. Bearish control zone on the RSI. We are now attempting to bearishly engulf though, so that's something to keep an eye on. Bears gaining momentum on the MACD for the daily, bearish cross on the stochastic, bearish control zone on the RSI, and attempting to bearishly engulf on the candles. Bears gaining momentum on the MACD for the 4 hour, stochastic's coiling up, still cross bearish slightly. We were just hugging the oversold region of the RSI and we pulled back up slightly, and looking like a lot of consolidation on the candles here. Bears losing momentum on the MACD for the 1 hour, bullish cross on the stochastic, still in the bearish control zone for the RSI, and looking like consolidation on the candles. Very small attempt at bullish engulfing, looks more like consolidation than anything. We do have some 1 hour bullish divergence as well though on Casper Labs. So we go from a low to a lower low on the candles, but the RSI we go from a low to a higher low. So that would be a bullish divergence. Plus we have a bullish cross on the stochastic and bears losing momentum on the MACD. So it's not as nice as what Quant looks like, as Quant has 4-hour bullish divergence. But the 1-hour bullish divergence, maybe it'll be enough to hold these levels. Alright, CRV for the weekly. Bears are losing momentum on the MACD. Stochastic is beginning to coil up, making an attempt at crossing bearish. Bearish control zone on the RSI, and bearish engulfing below the fib level currently on the weekly candle. Bears gaining momentum on the MACD for the daily. Bearish cross on the stochastic. Bearish control zone on the RSI. And a lot of consolidation on the candles here. Really want to see us get back above this fib level here, because we don't want to see this become resistance. For the 4-hour, bears are losing momentum on the MACD, bullish cross on the stochastic, attempting to bullishly engulf on the candles. And we also have some 4-hour bullish divergence on CRV. One-hour bulls are gaining momentum, bullish cross on the stochastic, just went from oversold on the RSI, attempting to go neutral, and a lot of consolidation, but making a little attempt at bullish engulfing on the candles. So for CRV, I'd like to see us get back above the fib level here, and a bullish cross on the stochastic for the daily, and at that point this asset will be looking nicer. I'd be waiting for a confirmation of potential reversal before doing anything on this asset, especially with the total crypto market cap in Bitcoin. But if we start to see the bears losing momentum on the daily with a bullish cross on the daily stochastic, getting back up above the fib level, then CRV will be looking quite a lot nicer. For most cryptos, if we do see Bitcoin and total crypto market cap pull back further, there's definitely a lot of stuff that's likely in for some further pullback. But if we see the total crypto market cap at least hold the levels it's at, some of the cryptos that look nicer could either hold the level that they're at or potentially begin to rally if we start to see the total crypto market cap come back around. So Alliance block, bears are losing momentum on the MACD for the weekly. Stochastic's coiled up quite a lot, bearish control zone on the RSI, and some bearish engulfing going on the weekly candles here. Bears gaining momentum on the MACD for the daily, bearish cross on the stochastic but beginning to coil up. Bearish control zone on the RSI, and some bearish engulfing on the candles here. 4-hour, bears lost some momentum, attempting to gain momentum again. Stochastic is bullish, but beginning to coil up. Bearish control zone on the RSI, and a lot of consolidation on these 4-hour candles. Bulls attempting to gain very slight momentum on this 1-hour candle with a bearish cross on the stochastic though. Neutral on the RSI, and just looking like a lot of consolidation. I'm not sure why it's so spread out and choppy here on the 1-hour candles. Is there anything that you guys want me to check out for you tonight? Yeah, if there's anything you guys want me to check out, just let me know and then I'll get to that right away. Alright, VVS. Stochastic's coiling up on the weekly. Looks like it's attempting to cross bearish. Bearish engulfing going on the candles. Oh, sorry, that was the 4-hour, not the weekly. Yeah, stochastic is coiling up on the weekly, making an attempt at a bearish cross. Bearish engulfing on the weekly candles. Bears gaining momentum on the daily. Stochastic's coiled up. Pretty close to oversold, but not quite yet on the RSI. And we are attempting to bearishly engulf on the daily candles. Bears gaining momentum on the 4-hour MACD. Stochastic did cross bullish though, and we're quite oversold on the RSI. Attempting to bearishly engulf, but so far consolidating on the 4-hour candles. And for the 1-hour, bears losing momentum. Stochastic's coiling up, quite oversold on the RSI, and a lot of consolidation on these 1-hour candles. So it would be nice to see this floor hold down around 0.00002122. And if we see this level hold and get a double bottom, it'll be looking nice. But if we do break below this level here, I'll be keeping a pretty close eye on BVS, as there's definitely potential for some further downside at that point. The bottom of the fib extension would be 5 zeros and 642. So if we do break below that previous low here, wouldn't be surprised if we get closer to around there. So it would be an absolutely phenomenal accumulation zone on this asset, but there's no immediate signs of reversal back to the upside yet. If we start to see the RSI here round out, there would be some 4-hour bullish divergence though, so I'd really like to see this level we're currently at hold on BVS, and at that point it'll be looking nicer. The bears would be losing momentum at that point. The bullish cross on the stochastic will become more clear, bullish divergence, and that would be a potential double bottom. So I'm going to keep a close eye on BVS over the coming days to see how everything plays out there. Alright, polar. Bulls losing momentum on the MACD, bearish cross on the stochastic. We were just overbought on the RSI, then we pulled back to neutral, and now we're just consolidating on the daily. Bears losing momentum on the 4-hour with a bullish cross on the stochastic. Neutral on the 4-hour RSI as well, and a lot of consolidation on the 4-hour candles. And for the 1-hour, bulls losing a bit of momentum, stochastic's coiling up. Bullish control zone on the 1-hour RSI though, so that looks nice. And a lot of consolidation on the candles here. Bullish chart is looking nicer than a lot of cryptos currently, especially with the utility of this token and how it all works. So yeah, polar at least holds around these levels. It's looking quite nice. Wow, Sphere is up a lot today. Well, I bet you're having a great day, Jesse. Up 30%, so chart of the day right here for sure, Sphere. Bulls gaining momentum on the MACD for the 4-hour, stochastic is cross bullish. Quite overbought on the RSI now, but beautiful bullish engulfing going on the candles. Really nice chart. Bulls gaining momentum on the MACD for the 1-hour, bullish cross on the stochastic. Overbought on the RSI by quite a lot on the 1-hour as well, but same thing as the 4-hour, just absolutely beautiful bullish engulfing going on those candles here. So yeah, Sphere is my favorite chart by far that I've taken a look at today. Like, look at that beautiful rally that's been on. And I'll be back in just one moment. Hi, what's up everyone? Sorry for the wait. Alright, let's see what to take a look at next. Alright, so for Doge, bulls are still gaining momentum on the weekly MACD. The stochastic is beginning to coil up though. We're in the bearish control zone now for the RSI, and we just wicked below the fib level, and now we're starting to pull back and bearishly engulf. So no break above the fib level here, back into the fib extension. Bears gaining momentum on the MACD for the daily, bearish cross on the stochastic, neutral on the RSI, and just consolidating on the candles here. Yeah, I really would have liked to have seen confirmation of breaking above here, so a high or low above this fib level and holding here, but we just came back up and came right back down under it, so it looks like this is still significant support at the bottom of the fib extension, or resistance I should say. 4 hour, bears gaining momentum on the MACD, the stochastic is coiling up though. Bearish control zone on the RSI for now. And a lot of consolidation going on the 4 hour candle currently. Bears losing momentum on the MACD for the 1 hour with a bullish cross on the stochastic. We were just quite oversold on the RSI, now it's back up above the oversold region. And looking like a lot of consolidation. Very small attempt at bullish engulfing, but look more like consolidation than anything. Yeah, this definitely could be looking better. For the weekly, I don't really like the way that we didn't get a nice clean break back into the fib extension, and now we're bearishly engulfing, so definitely could be in for some more downside on Doge. Alright, now the other dog coin, Shiba Inu. Bears are losing momentum on the MACD for the weekly. Stochastic's coiling up, so attempting to decide what to do for the next major move. Pretty close to the bearish control zone on the RSI. So far, it's still a higher low for the weekly chart, so not looking absolutely horrible yet. Bears gaining momentum on the MACD for the daily with a bearish cross on the stochastic. Bearish control zone on the RSI, and we broke below the fib level on the daily, and looking like we may form resistance at this level. Going to wait to see what happens with this daily candle, whether we can get break back above here, or if that's going to be a new resistance. 4 hour, bears gaining momentum on the MACD, stochastic's coiling up and attempting to cross bullish, and the RSI was also oversold. Now we're just consolidating on the 4 hour candle. Bears losing some momentum on the MACD. No bullish divergence yet on the RSI, but we were oversold. Bullish cross on the stochastic, and slight attempt at bullish engulfing. Looks more like consolidation than anything. Alright, Matic. Bears gaining momentum on the MACD for the weekly. Bearish cross on the stochastic. Bearish control zone for the RSI. And bearish engulfing on the weekly candles. Bears gaining momentum on the MACD for the daily. Very slight bullish cross on the stochastic. Bearish control zone on the RSI. And it does look like it's attempting to form a bullish hammer on the daily, but there's still quite a while before we'll see how the candle closes. Bears losing momentum on the 4 hour MACD with a bullish cross on the stochastic. We were just oversold on the RSI, now it's back up a little bit. There is 4 hour bullish divergence though, so that's looking nice. So the candles goes from a low to a lower low, meanwhile the RSI goes from a low to a higher low. So that would be a bullish divergence, a sign of potential reversal back to the upside. Bullish cross on the stochastic, and bears losing momentum, so the 4 hour is looking decent for Matic. Bulls gaining a bit of momentum on the 1 hour, bullish cross on the stochastic, bullish divergence on the RSI for the 1 hour, and attempting to bullishly engulf. Yeah, Matic's looking like signs of potential reversal. Going to have to see what happens with total crypto market cap, but this asset does look like it wants to make an attempt at reversing here. Alright, ADA Cardano. Bears losing momentum on the weekly MACD with a bearish cross on the stochastic. Attempted to break above the fib level. Strong resistance there, pulled back, and now we're bearishly engulfing. And we're in the bearish control zone for the RSI. Bears gaining momentum on the MACD for the daily. Stochastics coiling up under the 20 zone. Bearish control zone for the RSI. And now a lot of consolidation on the daily candle. Bears losing momentum on the MACD for the 4 hour with a bullish cross. Slightly oversold on the RSI, attempting to get back above oversold, and a lot of consolidation on the 4 hour. And 1 hour, bears losing momentum on the MACD with a bullish cross. We got some 1 hour bullish divergence, and now we're just consolidating, making a small attempt at bullish engulfing, but it still looks more like consolidating than anything. Alright, AION. The bulls are losing momentum on the MACD for the weekly. Stochastics coiling up pretty heavily, attempting to decide what to do for the next major move. Bearish control zone for the RSI, and attempting to bearishly engulf on the candles here. Bears gaining momentum on the daily MACD with the stochastic coiling up. We were just overbought on the daily, now we're back down under around the bearish control zone. Attempt at bearish engulfing on the daily candles, looks like a bit of consolidation going on. 4 hour, bears losing momentum with a bullish cross on the stoch. We were just slightly oversold on the RSI. And now it looks like consolidation, but attempting to potentially bearishly engulf here. 1 hour doesn't look horrible. We got a little bit of bullish divergence going on with a bullish cross and bullish momentum building. RSI still in the bearish control zone though, so I'd like to see that get back up around neutral. And I'm going to have to wait to see what happens with the candles on the 1 hour here. Larger time frames definitely could be looking better though, especially with the bulls losing momentum and stochastic coiling up here. Alright, I'm just going to check out a list quick to see what one of my buddies wanted me to check out for him. So we are currently under the 786, so if this does rally again, it's at a nice accumulation zone. So far it's looking like consistent bearish engulfing going on though, so we're in a very strong downtrend. Just going to throw some indicators up here to get a better look. Yeah, this is a newer asset, so the indicators aren't really showing me that much. Pretty consistent downtrend though. Yeah, even on the smaller time frames, there's not really much information available here. All I can really see on this asset is that it's currently in a very dirty downtrend. Not really any immediate signs of reversal that I could see. If it does run, it's at a nice accumulation zone. Typically under the 786 is where I'll pick up heavier bags I'm bullish on, if I'm bullish on the asset. And down around the bottom of the fib extension, like we see Doge is actually below it currently, that's where I'll pick up my heaviest bags on an asset if I'm bullish on the asset. Not quite sure what the utility is of this coin, but the chart definitely could be looking nicer. It's pretty well just in a really dirty downtrend that I could see. Alright, let's take a look at Saitama. So it looks like there's more information available on this asset than the last, so I can probably get a more in-depth view of what's going on here. Bears gaining momentum on the MACD for the daily. Stochastic did cross bullish though. We're attempting to bearishly engulf on the candles, and we are in the bearish control zone on the RSI for the daily. Bears losing a bit of momentum on the 4-hour MACD, but the stochastic's coiling up, so looking like it may attempt to cross bearish. Looking like we have a bit of a little bear flag going on here. Bulls starting to lose some momentum on the daily MACD by the looks of it. Stochastic cross bullish, but we're quite overbought on the 1-hour RSI. Looking like it may attempt to bearishly engulf. Yeah, I'm attempting to put the fib levels up here, but it's quite a tight chart. There we go, just had to play around with that for a little while. Alright. So the RSI looks pretty weird, it just gets flat here. So probably because this is a newer asset as well. Does look like the bears are losing a bit of momentum. The stochastic on the 4 hours coiling up though, looking like it's attempting to cross bearish. And we're just consistently bearishly engulfing. So it looks like there is some further pullback on this asset. It is at a very nice accumulation zone if it does begin to run again though. I don't know much about the utility of this asset, but no immediate signs of reversal, but it is at a nice accumulation zone if this does begin to run again. Alright, Shiva. Already taken a look at that one, so let's take a look at Blocktopia. Alright, no Blocktopia chart on here. UFO Gaming. Very, very, very little liquidity, so I'm not sure if this is the only pair, but it's quite a strong uptrend it's in. Nothing I'd be accumulating at these levels though, since it's already passing previous all-time highs by quite a lot, since this is a newer asset. It's a pretty strong uptrend. And now it doesn't want to load. Alright, not sure why this chart isn't loading. Perfect. So yeah, it's just in a very strong uptrend currently, but this isn't around the zone I would be accumulating at. I like to accumulate down below the 618, 782, around those fib levels. So this would be too far gone for me to be accumulating. Definitely potential that it does keep on going, as it's in a very nice uptrend currently, but it is a newer asset, so it could just come crashing down at any time. Alright, this is a bit nicer of a chart, a bit more information available here. Bears gaining momentum on the MACD for the daily. Stochastic is coiling up under the 20 though. Neutral on the RSI after being overbought. We did attempt to break back above this fib level here, but that's pretty strong resistance, so we bounced back, and now there's just a lot of consolidation going on, and that was the 786. So if this asset does begin to run again, it's at quite a nice accumulation zone. Under the 786 is where I'll pick up the heavier bigs if I'm bullish on the asset. The stochastic, if we see this cross bullish and the bears begin to lose momentum, will be looking nicer at that point. Bears gaining momentum on the MACD for the 4 hour, stochastics cross bullish, bearish control zone on the RSI, and a lot of consolidation on the candles here. Bears losing momentum on the MACD for the 1 hour with a bullish cross on the stochastic. We were just overbought on the RSI, and now we're just starting to enter neutral territory, slightly in the bearish control zone, and a lot of consolidation on the 1 hour candles. So if we see the total crypto market cap turn back around and get another run up, this asset is one that's at a nice accumulation zone to be accumulating. And I like the looks of the stochastic on the daily here. So I'd like to see a daily bullish cross on the stochastic and bears losing momentum. At that point, I'd be considering picking up a bag of this asset. Alright, baby Doge. So newer asset, so not as much information available for the indicators. And the RSI looks quite weird. Bears are gaining momentum on the MACD for the daily. Stochastics coiling up. Even after pulling back, the RSI is still quite overbought. Bears gaining momentum on the MACD for the 4 hour. Stochastics coiling up under the 20. Very strong downtrend on the candles for the 4 hour. And overbought on the RSI for the 4 hour as well. Honestly, the RSI looks weird on all the time frames though, so I'd take that with a grain of salt. Bulls attempting to gain a bit of momentum on the 1 hour, stochastic cross bullish. Stochastic looks weird as well. And a lot of consolidation here. So the indicators aren't really telling me the most on this asset, but let's see what the fib extension's saying. So we're not quite down at the 618 yet, so I wouldn't be accumulating this asset personally. I like to wait for us to get down around the 618 and below. Pick up heavier bags at the 786 and the heaviest bags at the bottom of the fib extension. Yeah, it's only roughly about a 2x to the previous all-time highs, a little over 2x. I like to aim for at least a 5x. It does look like it's in a nice little trend. Higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows for now. So if it does form higher lows around the 618 or above, it'll be looking alright, but still not an accumulation zone that I would personally be picking up at. Alright, well I'm going to be checking out potentially one more chart after this, then I think I'm going to call it a night. Yeah man, I've actually been checking out all the charts for you over the past little bit. If you zoom back about probably 15 minutes or so, I've just been going through all the lists that you sent me. Alright, Shiryo Inu. Let's get some indicators up as well, see if there's any information available here for that. Yeah, that's what I was kind of worried about. Newer assets, so there's not as much information available on the indicators. Alright, bears gaining momentum on the MACD for the daily. Slight loss of momentum on this day. Bullish cross on the stochastic. No information available on the RSI. We are bearishly engulfing on the candles though. Bears gaining momentum on the MACD for the 4 hour. Bullish cross on the stochastic. No information available on the RSI. Attempting to bullishly engulf, but looks more like a bear flag than anything right here. Bears losing a bit of momentum on the MACD for the 1 hour. Slight bullish engulfing on the candles. Still looking more like a bear flag than anything so far though. We are below the 786, getting pretty close to the bottom of the fib extension. If I was bullish on this asset, I would be accumulating at these zones here, as I believe that would be slightly over a 10x to the previous all-time highs, so I do like the looks of that. I don't see any immediate signs of reversal or potential rally here though. Looks a bit more bearish than bullish still for now, especially with the way that we're just attempting to break below the previous highs that we've had, or previous lows I mean right here. So we could go down closer to around, yeah, we're pretty close to the bottom here, or the top that we've had here already. Yeah, looking like there could be more downside on this asset. If we do start to see signs of a reversal though, I would likely be picking up some of this at these levels. That's only if we start to see some really solid signs of this asset reversing though. The risk reward ratio to the previous all-time highs is very nice, but no immediate signs of reversal. And I'll take a look at Rose, the last one on your list for you. Alright, bears gaining momentum on the daily MACD for the first time since February 23rd, 2022. Stochastics crossed bearish, beginning to coil up slightly. And before the pullback that we actually had some pretty clear daily bearish divergence. So the candles were trending up, but the RSI went from a high to a lower high. So a bearish divergence is a sign of potential reversal back to the downside. And now bears are beginning to gain momentum, so we could be seeing some more pullback here on Rose. Bears losing momentum on the 4 hour MACD, stochastics coiling up, attempting to cross bearish. Bearish control zone on the RSI, and a lot of consolidation on the 4 hour candles here. Bulls gaining a bit of momentum on the 1 hour, but the stochastics coiling up. We were just oversold, RSI pulled back up to just under neutral, still in the bearish control zone. And just a lot of consolidation on these candles. Definitely looks like there's potential for further pullback. As for an accumulation zone, this would be where I would definitely like to accumulate this asset if we do see signs of a reversal. I don't see any signs of an immediate reversal back to the upside. The risk-reward ratio from where we are to the previous all-time highs is great though, so it's just very, very slightly over a 10x to the previous highs. So I wouldn't be picking up anything yet. If we do start to see signs of this rallying, at that point then I would be accumulating probably a decent bag at these levels. Judging by the liquidity, it is a higher risk asset though, so I can only throw in what I'm willing to lose. As for risk reward though, I do like the risk reward ratio from the previous highs. So I won't be touching it yet, but as soon as we start to see signs of a potential reversal and rally, yeah, I would probably accumulate a little bit of these levels. Yeah, well, I'm going to call it a night, guys. I'll talk to you all tomorrow. Have a great evening.
We've got the same mind. I love you all night. We got the same mind, got the same mind. We got the same mind, got the same mind. It feels we got the same mind, got the same mind. We got the same mind, got the same, got the same. Same mind. We got the same mind, got the same mind. It feels we got the same mind, got the same mind. It feels we got the same mind, the same mind. We got the same mind, got the same mind. It feels we got the same mind, the same mind. We got the same mind, the same mind. The same mind, the same mind. We got the same mind, the same mind. Almost drunk enough to forget the thousand different things he used to say to me. Shut it all down, get reckless. If you're ready, baby, try me. Get the body moving just for me. Hit the lights, get down, get all of me. Let that sink in, I wanna rewrite my own history. Rewrite my own history. We've got the same mind. You got me so hot. We've got the same mind. I love you all night. We got the same mind, got the same mind. We got the same mind, got the same mind. It feels we got the same mind, got the same mind. We got the same mind, got the same, got the same. Same mind. We got the same mind, got the same mind. It feels we got the same mind, got the same mind. I ain't looking for love. I just wanna get drunk on you. One sip is enough. Oh, I just wanna get high on you. We got the same mind, the same mind. We got the same mind, got the same mind. It feels the same mind. We got the same mind, the same mind. The same mind, the same mind. The same mind. We got the same mind, the same mind.
We've got the same mind.